Welcome to this short Shortcuts Live video where we're going to be looking at setting up your payment types and your receipts. Now to do that, as always, we're going to go up to the top left corner and click on Menu. Now you can see here we've already selected on POS Setup, and Payment Types is where we're going to go to first. So let's select on Payment Types. Now you can see that we already have all the default payment types listed here for you. So if there are any that you're not going to be taking as a payment type, for example, American Express, come over to the right hand side where it says status, simply change that over to say inactive, bottom right corner, select done. Now we'll just go back, then we're just going to go back in again, and you can see that American Express has now disappeared. So let's just try with check again, inactive, and done. When we go back in, you can see that American Express and check are no longer there. Now to go back, you can either press back in the bottom left corner, or we can just simply select menu again. Now for the receipts, I've just selected the receipt setup there. Let's click on options. So where we have the pencil, that means that it is clickable. Now that opens that up. So what is this receipt? Are we charging GST? If we are, then let's just put in here that this is a tax receipt. And this is where you would just put something like, thank you for visiting today. Hope to see you soon. Just something like that, just as a little courtesy note on your receipts. Now, if you want to include their name, for example, you can just choose their insert field underneath. So hi, first name, that will just go in, and then you would continue with the message that you want to write. And obviously that's going to fill in with the correct customer name. Underneath options, how do you want to print off the receipt? Is it going to be A4 size, or is it going to be a receipt printer? Then we've got allow receipts to be printed, whether we want them to be printed, or do we want them to be emailed to the client? You have that option as well. Allow no receipts, so if you don't want to give out a receipt at all. Now you can hide the client's details if you want to, and include any future appointments. It's just going to list the next few future appointments there for the client. When you're finished setting that up, you just go to done again in the bottom right corner. And then you've got the POS setup. Just a couple of options in here for you to deal with. We have tips, do we allow tips? And then general, are we going to be prompted to ask the client to rebook as part of the transaction process that we have there? And once we've finished the sale, do we want to actually return back to the appointment book automatically? So you might want to put that as yes. You just want the system to go straight back to the appointment book for you. When you've done those three things, which are your payment type setup, receipt setup, and then just a little bit of extra information around your point of sale processes, you're all set up then to be able to take your transactions.